friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to share some of the books that I hope to read through July and August. So sometimes my TBRs don't always go as planned. I am kind of like a mood reader, and sometimes I read too many long books and it's like, I want to read some short books. But right now I feel like I'm in a very good reading spot. So I have actually some decent sized books picked out for July and August. So without further ado, let's get into my TBR. So the first books that I want to show off are The Zodiac Academy. I've been reading this for a while. I did take a break for a bit. Because the books have just gotten like super long, and not that that's a bad thing, but I needed a little bit of a break. So I took a little bit of a hiatus after book 6, but I actually just recently started book 7. I think I started it like a week ago. So this will go into July. So as you can see, I'm not too far into it. I've only read this much. But I have this on my Kindle, so it's also like I can take it places and stuff to read or whatever. But I have this book and book 8 and book 9 to read, so I'm really hoping that I can finally finish the Zodiac Academy by the end of August. I mean, granted, these books are very long, but hoping that I can get them done, because I mean, they are very good books, and so far right now where I'm at in 7 is pretty good. So looking forward to finishing these. But yeah, cross your fingers for me, because I really do want to get this series done. I want to see how it ends, to be quite fair, because the authors literally rip your heart out in multiple different ways. So looking forward to finishing these. Next series that I am going to be finishing, I've actually been rereading the ACOTAR series. I've been doing like immersion reading, but with the graphic audio. So I'm actually hoping that I can finish this one today, but I went ahead and put it on my July and August TBR, just because I am going to be reading the 4th one and also the 5th one. Now the 4th one on Hoopla, it doesn't show the graphic audio, so I'll probably just listen to the audiobook for that one, for the immersion reading, but they have graphic audio for Silver Flames. So very excited for that. I've actually really enjoyed listening to the graphic audio, so if you haven't checked out the graphic audio for ACOTAR series, please do. By the way, it is June 30th today that I'm filming this. Not sure when I'll be posting this video, but that's why when I say I hopefully will finish this today. Yes, technically this one won't be in my July and August TBR, but I wanted to show it off just in case I didn't finish it. But yeah, so far, really enjoying the immersion reading with the graphic audio. If you haven't tried it, please try it. It is a game changer. Now on to some of my Kindle Unlimited that I have in my library. So I plan on starting the series Spark of the Everflame, and I have it on my Kindle here. See, there's 3 books. There's actually 4, but the 4th one I don't think has come out yet. I think it'll be out soon. I don't remember when it's supposed to come out. But yeah, I have the Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame, and Heat of the Everflame on my Kindle. And I actually got this recommendation from Fantasy Fangirls podcast that I listen to, and they have really enjoyed reading this series. So that's what I plan to do in July and August, is to pick this series up. I'll put a bigger picture here for Spark of the Everflame, but definitely those are 3 that I plan to read. I also plan to read Reckless, which is the second one in the Powerless trilogy. I'll have that pictured right here. That I don't have the physical copy yet because it hasn't come out yet. I will get it probably July 2nd or 3rd on my door. So probably gonna pick that up ASAP because Powerless literally destroyed me. I'm not gonna go anywhere like deep in that. I already have a video spoiler free with everything, or not spoiler free, major spoilers, sorry, for all of that. So cannot wait for Reckless to get to my doorstep. I'm super excited for that. But then of course, you know, reading it super quick just means that I'm gonna have to wait a while until the third one comes out. So there'll definitely be a reread of Powerless in my future as soon as we get the date for book 3 on when that comes out. The next one on my list, and this is another series that I need to finish, is the Winnowing Flame series by Jen Williams. This is the third and final book called The Poison Song. So if you don't know, this is a very unique fantasy series. It takes place in a fantasy world where it's got, they're called Ebolans, I think. Eborans, I'm sorry. So they're elf-like creatures, but because their tree died or went dormant centuries ago, this people had to reduce to human blood to survive. And because of this, they get this disease that eventually kills them. So these Eborans, they're basically going extinct. And then there's this bug race that has tried to conquer this world, oh my gosh, for centuries. But these Eborans have protected the humans and the world. So now, you know, there's this war afoot and everything, and you've got this archaeologist who is like in love with the lore of these bug-like creatures, the wars, the Eborans, and so you've also got a witch who can wield winnowing flame, basically, which is like a green flame. But you've got the archaeologist, you've got an Eboran outcast, and you've got this witch, and they become basically the three musketeers, and they are charged to figure out how to save the world, basically. It's a very good series. The first one I really, really enjoyed. The second one, for some reason, like, I gave it a good, I think I gave it like 3.5 or 4 stars when I read it. It was good. It was super good. But for some reason, like, I just could not grip with that plot line for a book 2. So I'm hoping book 3 redeems itself, because this author is a phenomenal writer. Very depictive. You know, I can see everything. The world building is phenomenal. The character building is phenomenal. But I've been meaning to finish this, so this is on my list to finish in July and August. The next one I plan to read, and it is a new release. You've probably seen it in my book haul or whatever, but it's The Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lindy. So this one is on my TBR to read. I've heard some really good things about this. It's a urban fantasy romance. So definitely want to pick this up. I am definitely in my fantasy romance era right now. I just cannot get enough of the fantasy romance. pulls at my heartstrings, especially when it's good. So this is on my list as well. Another one on my list is Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. I've been saving this one to read because I wanted to read it during the summer. So July and August is the perfect spot for me to finally pick the queen of romance up. Emily Henry, I just have loved everything that I've read by her so far, which I think I've read Book Lovers, and I read another one where they're like up in Michigan or whatever and the houses are next to each other. I forget what that book name is, but that one was super good too. I actually just picked up her book Funny Story. I've heard mixed things about her book Happy Place that came out last year. I do not have that one on my bookshelf yet, but I'll probably pick it up because it is Emily Henry. And I just love her. She is the queen of romance. So have to get some Emily Henry in this summer. Then the next books on my TBR, and these are the last ones because, you know, I get busy, and actually this is pretty like aggressive for me, to be honest. But that is the Foxglove King and the Hemlock Queen. I don't know if this is just a duology or a trilogy, but I have both books in the Nightshade Crown. So I do plan to pick these up. These have been on my TBR for a very, very long time. I just need to pick it up and finish it, but it is it's got like political scheming in it. It is a fantasy romance from my understanding. I just don't know like if it's a slow burn or enemies to lovers. I'm not sure of what like the trope is. But this has been on my TBR for a very long time, and I really just need to pick it up and read it. So that is my plan. I'm gonna read both of these, probably marathon it. But yes, I am very excited to pick those up. All right, friends, well, that is my TBR for July and August. Yes, it is very ambitious for me. I'm really hoping that I can get all of these books done, just because I have other books that I have on my TBR that I really, really want to get to. Especially since, you know, September is like pretty much the beginning of fall, and during the fall I like to read a lot of like witchy books. So that'll probably switch my TBR around a little bit from what I like currently have on my shelf. But for the most part, I've got some really good books that I am excited to pick up for some really good authors. Let me know what your TBR is for July and August. I would absolutely love to know. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and be good people. When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost